So go ahead. This is the start of the recording. Welcome to Tuesday, June 2nd. We're getting started here with a 400-meter run or some rowing, about 2 minutes. If you don't have a running course, you can go ahead and Simon Shuffle, do some high knees or stuff like that. As always, it is Tuesday. That means we're dealing with the gardeners behind me, so bear with us. But yeah. Hi, Masya. What? You're muted. You have to unmute.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So if you're watching via the recording, again, they're out on a 400-meter run. The workout today is 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 of toes to bar or strict sit-ups and wall ball shots. So nice couplet today. Looks like people are starting to get back from their run. If you get back and no one is here, then just go ahead and do what Matthew's doing. I'll spotlight his video. He's just doing some Simon Shuffle. Maria is hiding behind a wall, doing some stretching. As soon as everyone's back, we'll get on with the warm-up. Today's workout doesn't take a whole lot of time, but it is not easy, especially if the strict sit-ups slow you down a bit, like they do for me and for Matthew. All right, we're just waiting on Christine, Sandra. Hi, Lori. While we're waiting for Sandra, let's drop in and get 10 air squats. So we'll set up our squat, get 10 air squats. I can already feel my hamstrings from doing this workout yesterday. Woo. Feels nice. So we got 10 air squats. All right, after number 10, let's go ahead and drop down into plank position, and we'll go for 1 minute on each side of our lizard lunge. So step your right foot all the way up to your right hand. And we're just gonna draw some circles in the ground. Maybe you're sore from yesterday's giant set of goblet squats. If that's you, give a little thumbs up. Yeah. So we're gonna spend a minute here. If you want to drop your back knee, totally fine, and you can open up here and go back to some circles. We got about 30 more seconds. Go ahead and switch. Left foot, all the way up to the left hand. Some hip circles if you want to open up a few times. Go ahead and do that. As always today, if you have a question, wave, I'll unmute you, or you can type into chat. About 15 seconds more. Let's finish with some hip circles. And then go ahead and lay flat on your back. And we'll go for a set of 10 spinal twists. Pull your knee into the chest, cross it over. Reach your back shoulder to the ground. I've already done 3. We're working our way to 10. After your set of 10, you can join me in 10 slow push-up down dogs. So chest to the ground, push up into a down facing dog. And we'll go for 10 repetitions. I'll check in on you guys via video. Maria, our in-house yoga teacher, is going to show us some down dogs. Right behind her is her assistant, her yoga assistant, or maybe I should say, what's that, apprentice, Matthew. Ten push-up down dogs. Take your time, no need to rush. Spend some time in the down dog. And just work your way through 10 repetitions. Should be wrapping up here shortly. When you finish, I want you to, if you don't have somewhere to hang, grab a dumbbell or a kettlebell. If you don't have somewhere to hang. If you do have somewhere to hang, go ahead and hang for 30 seconds. If you're like me and I don't have somewhere to hang on screen, I want you to grab a kettlebell or a dumbbell and get 5 bent over rows on each side. So if you're hanging, it's for 30 seconds. If you're doing bent over row, it's 5 on each arm. So that's gonna look like this. We'll hinge over and we'll row all the way into the rib cage. On one side, switch hands all the way into the rib cage. Andy's hanging. Sandra, I think she's gonna hang from some rings. Nice. Today, if you're going to do toes to ring, I just ask that you are very, very confident that your rings are stable. That if you start swinging, you're not gonna pull down a rafter or something. Awesome. After your 30 seconds or 5 and 5 bent over row, let's drop in for 10 more perfect air squats. So set up at just outside hip width, send the hips back and down, and stand. 10 repetitions here. So from the side, you'll see that the hips travel back and down at the same time, and the knees push out hard to make room for the hips. So we're sitting back. After your 10, go back to your hanging station and hang for 30 more seconds, or grab your dumbbell for 5 and 5 more bent over rows. Andy's going for a little Superman hollow rock, a really tight one. That looks good. Matthew is going for bent over rows here with the kettlebell. Notice how he pulls all the way into the rib cage. And he starts from that hinged position. Maria's hanging from the stairs. Hopefully no one walks up them. And then let's go one more time for 10 air squats, 10 perfect air squats. This time, you're gonna have a little pause at the bottom. So I'm gonna sit into the bottom of my squat, pause, and stand. We'll go for 10 repetitions. The pause is brief, maybe a second, but it's there. So you find that stable bottom like Christine is, and then drive through the heel and stand. If convenient for you, you maybe even find a wall and do some squat therapy on these squats. And lastly, we're going to grab our ab mat. I'm gonna grab mine. So grab your ab mat here. Remember, puffy side towards your back. And we're going to do a set of 15 butterfly sit-ups. So we'll sit. Hands and shoulders touch the ground. And then your toes. In the workout today, it's not regular sit-ups, it's strict. So we'll hold here. But right now you can do regular old butterfly sit-ups. And we're going for 15 reps. And when you get 15, we'll just take a little rest. I just sent tomorrow's workout and all the notes and video over to Mike, and I'm excited for you guys. It's fun. I did it on Sunday. It's really fun. So it's one where if you have a partner, you can utilize them. But you can certainly fly solo as well. Both will work out well. All right, grab your medicine ball. Let's go through a little med ball clean progression here just to continue our warm up. So throughout the entire progression, I want you to orient your ball so that the laces are facing up. Everything you do, whether it's the deadlift or the shrug or the pull under, happens, and this doesn't change its orientation. It's facing up the entire time. So let's start by getting a set of 10 medicine ball deadlifts. From the side, it'll look like this. Ten repetitions of medicine ball deadlift. Nice job. And even though the load is fairly light, let's make sure that the back is rigid and neutral. We're not gonna hunch over and pick that thing up. And then let's go for 5 deadlift shrug. We're not going to shrug until the hips extend all the way. So it's deadlift, shrug. From the side, deadlift, shrug. This is not at fast speed. It's not slow motion, but it's just regular speed here. Deadlift, hips extend, shrug. All right, and now the fun part. I'm gonna show you from, I think this is a good angle, so I'm not shrugged yet. What I'm going to do is shrug and pull under. Notice that my laces are gonna be facing up when I receive this ball, and I'm not going to toss it. So ready, shrug, squat, stand. I'll show you one more. Let's try another one. All right, so let's see it. Let's get a couple reps here. Let's go for 5 to 10 of those, depending on how smooth they feel. Shrug, and then drop and receive with the elbows nice and high. That ball shouldn't come out of your hands. It should just rotate. You rotate your hands around the ball. Yeah, it looks good. Nice, Andy. Andy waited till the last second to shrug and pull under. That's great. Okay, let's make it a little harder now. We're gonna add in the full deadlift. So from the bottom, it looks like this. Deadlift, shrug, and pull under. Deadlift, shrug, and pull under. I'll show you from the side. Let's do 10 of these. Got to get the hips all the way open. And then shrug and pull under. That receiving position is like an ice cream cone, right? The ball is sitting right in the cone that you create. Your elbows are underneath the ball. Yeah, it looks good. I see all the laces staying up. No one's tossing the ball. That's excellent. Matthew and Maria, you're the only ones who have no wall ball, right? Cool. Kristen, is that a ball you can throw? Okay. Can you unmute?
Yeah, I can throw it.
You can toss it? Okay. Good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to our target. If you don't have a target, you can do a wall ball thruster where it doesn't leave your hand, but I'm gonna go over to my target here. You can see it. And let's go for a set of 10 wall ball shots. So I'm going to squat, toss, go for 10 repetitions. Again, if you don't have a target, you can just wall ball thruster, or like I'm gonna spotlight RA, he's doing a great job. He's just tossing that ball maybe 2 feet out of his hands straight up in the air, and that's totally acceptable. Now, what is regardless of the modification you're gonna use, what is the most important thing? The squat, right? I don't really care how high you toss the ball if you don't have a good, proper full depth squat. So let's make sure that we get our full depth squat. Head back over to your ab mat and let's do 10 strict sit-ups. So if we remember the strict, we grab a little shirt, we pin the elbows down, and we're not gonna karate chop or chop the elbows down, and you're just gonna sit up nice and tall for 10 reps. If you don't have an ab mat, I'll show you Maria. She has a pillow. Nice. And so on that strict sit-up, you pin the elbows down and sit straight up. There's no momentum. If it's hard for you to get 10 of those or so in a row, you might consider doing regular ab mat sit-ups today. So that would be our modification for that, regular ab mat sit-up. All right. And then for the last time, let's go over to our wall ball. I want you to do a set of 10 more wall ball shots, but this time you're going to start with a med ball clean. So I'll show you what it'll look like. You see here, yeah. So I'm gonna start with my medicine ball clean, and then I'm ready to wall ball shot. At this point in time, those of you who are going to do toe to bar, you can go get a set of 5 toes to bar. If you're not, you can just hang out. Who is going to do toe to bar here? Sandra, are you going to do toes to ring? No? Sit up, okay. Christine, how good do you feel about doing those for all 86 reps? Think you got it?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay, so
I'm
for those
fast. I'm not
Yes.
fast, but I can do them all.
For sure. So for those of us doing toe to bar, I want you to think about that set of 21 in terms of like 2 or 3 sets, right? And then
Yeah.
the 18 is another 2 or 3 sets. Then the 15 is 2 or 3 sets. And then from there, you might try to go unbroken through the rest. Now, for those of us who have an ab mat and a ball, we're probably going to try to go unbroken. There is a caveat. So if you are doing sit-ups, give me a little wave. Your first round starts with 24 instead of 21. Does that make sense? So instead of 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3, your sit-ups are 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6. So every single round has 3 extra sit-ups. Does that make sense? Yeah? So for me, I would write something down that says 24 sit-ups, and then I put a number underneath it that says 21 wall balls. Then 21 wall balls, and then 21 sit-ups and 18 wall balls, and then 18 sit-ups and 15 wall balls, just so you don't get confused. Remember that every round ends with the wall ball shot. So you are always going to do, your last set of 3 is going to be wall ball shots. Those of us doing sit-ups, it'll be 6 sit-ups and 3 wall ball shots, time. Any questions with that? I do recommend writing it out on a whiteboard or a piece of paper or something, just so you can cross off each round, you know, 24 or 21. Yeah, Andy has his, that's great. On the wall ball shots, the challenge is to go unbroken for every single set. Knowing that after the 21, it's a little easier. You only have 18. And especially after that, it's quite a bit easier, right? 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. We should be able to go unbroken through that. So even on the 21, I want you to try to hold on and get through it unbroken. I'm going to unmute everyone, although it hasn't, yeah, it's not letting me do that anymore. But if you have a question, come up and ask it. Otherwise, grab a drink of water, use the restroom. We'll start in 3 minutes. At 9:30, we're going to start. Yes, Sandra?
Can you repeat the repetition? 24? For
what? For
the strict setup.
Yeah, so 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6.
Thank you, Jordan.
But the squats, Sandra, stay the same. 21, 18, 15, yeah.
21, 18, 15, 6, and 3.
12, 9, 6, 3.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. All right, we got a couple people on bathroom break. We got about 90 seconds and we're gonna start here. I'm gonna put my stopwatch up like I have been. You guys can get your music ready to go. Andy, what do you have, AC/DC? You have AC/DC playing or what?
Yeah, it's Metallica, Enter Sandman.
All right.
I gotta mute myself back.
So I imagine that this is going to take between 7 and 12 minutes, kind of depending on your toes to bar. We'll see. The toes to bar, if you're doing toes to bar, you're going to go a little bit longer. If you're doing strict sit-ups, it's going to be a little bit shorter, but that's okay. As soon as I see RA, oh, Marcia's back. Kristen, are you with us? Yep. All right, cool. Everyone's here. We are ready to go. Any questions? Any last questions? 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 of toe to bar and wall ball shot. And if you have strict sit-ups in place of toes to bar, it's 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6 of the toe to, of the sit-up, not of the wall ball shot. I know that's kind of confusing. All right, I'm gonna put my stopwatch up here. All right, we are gonna start in 10 seconds. Starting with the sit-ups or toe to bar. In 3, 2, 1, go. I apologize to those of you who are watching the recording. The gardeners are quite loud right now, so you'll probably have your music blasting. Check in on Matthew and Maria. 30 seconds in, they're chipping away at their 24 strict sit-ups. Remember to keep the elbows down. Do not let the elbows come up when you sit back. Nice. We got wall ball shots going right now. The round of 21, the very first round of wall ball shots. Matthew's back to his strict sit-ups, as is Maria, as is Sandra, many others. Andy's wrapping up the wall balls, trying to go unbroken. Awesome. We're 2 minutes in. Now we're on the round of, if you're doing sit-ups, it's 21. If you're doing toe to bar, it's 18. Sandra's on the sit-ups. Nice job, everyone. We just crossed the 3-minute mark. Sandra's on the wall balls. Christine's on that second big set of toe to bar. Matthew and Maria, let's check them out. They are rocking the dumbbell thrusters. I think Matthew has a kettlebell. They're both on the round of 18 sit-ups now. 18 sit-ups and 15 wall balls. That's what they're on. Andy's going toes to bar on that wobbly setup he has. He assures me it's sturdy. Nice job. As those sit-ups start to get tough, remember, keep them strict. We're 4 minutes in, keep them strict. Even if that means you gotta sit up and take a breath or two, keep it strict. All right, Andy's back to the wall ball for the second time. Matthew and Maria, step for step off the sit-up. Now they're on, I believe, 15 thrusters. Coming up on minute 6. Nice job, everyone. Christine's back to that pull-up bar for toe to bar. Sandra's doing her wall balls with the full depth squat. Nice job. Those look great. Keep those elbows down. Those sit-ups should start to be getting tough. All right, Maria's on the round of 6, which is actually 9 sit-ups and 6 thrusters. Second to last round. RA's off screen. That means he's doing his wall balls or his toe to bar. Matthew's trying to catch her. Come on, Maria. 6 sit-ups and 3 thrusters, and you're done. Nicely done. How'd it go?
Was the music? Oh,
How'd the sit-ups treat you?
they were good. The pillows were a little hard,
Yeah, they get flat.
but yeah, but it was good. I think if it was wall ball shots, it would have taken me a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, but it was good. Like he did with the 35 pounds, and I did with 20 pounds. But still, I think the aiming for me is tougher.
You did 20 pounds in each hand?
No, 20 total.
Okay. 10 in each hand? Nice.
Yeah.
Here we go, Andy. We're 9:15 into this one. Nearing the end. Andy's on the wall ball. Christine's on the wall ball. Lori finished. Nice job. Sandra is finished. As always, feel free to type your score into the chat. If you did strict sit-ups, just type sit-up in there and we'll know, or type strict sit-up. You got it, Christine. Good job, Matthew. How are the sit-ups?
They were good. The pillow just was coming in and out underneath me. But otherwise, like,
Towel works better than the pillow.
yeah, I could do most of them unbroken.
Cool.
So it was good.
What was your time? 8:30 or something?
8:23. I'll type it in right now.
RA, are you finished? Good job. Nice job.
Me 8:20.
Andy's nearly there. Here we go, Christine. Good job, Masya. Yeah, Christine. 6 wall balls and then 3 and 3 and you're done. Kristen, are you finished? I think that's a yes. Wow. Those of you who took on the toes to bar, that's a challenge. Let's see Christine finish. We'll spotlight her video. We'll watch her finish the last 3 toes to bar, 1 more, and then 3 wall balls. She'll be under 13 minutes. Nice job, Christine. All right. Here we go, Andy. Keep plugging away. Good job, Andy. All right. If you have a foam roller, you can go ahead and grab it. If not, I'll give you some other things to do. And we're going to finish with just about 3 minutes of foam rolling. And then your post-workout homework is a short 400-meter jog, walk jog. So follow me down to the foam roller. Make sure my video is spotlighted.
Bye, Jordan. I'm going.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Let's start with the glutes. So we're gonna roll through the glute, and if you find an area that's tight, you're gonna oscillate side to side. We're gonna do a minute on each side, and then we're gonna do a minute of happy baby. And if you check the blog, I think that's where Mike snuck in a birthday message. So those of you on the recording, good luck. I keep saying that.